Yo,
Sometimes I don't wanna be happy.
online school, better than it was before.
Don't hold it against me if
I just ended, I just got out of class. And I feel really tired. I can't really get through these days without either getting a lot of sleep or taking a nap in between.
Your tongue out?
Stick it as far as possible, and then like.
Now I feel like I'm gonna gag. Jake, I feel like I'm gonna gag.
What are you doing?
With Zoom, you can lower teachers' volumes down to where in real life they're usually loud and you can't really escape their voice. But now you can, which is good and bad in some ways. I guess you can see it as good if you don't want to listen to your teacher, and see it as bad if you actually care about paying attention.
if I'm down, just leave me there, let me be.
I don't feel smarter. I don't think it'd be better if it was in person. I don't think I would retain better. I will say that being in Zoom, being online, brings opportunity for more distractions. I mean, I remember on the first and second day of school, homegirl was given an introduction and I just started playing Minecraft. I did what I had to do. I love lag. Oh my god, I love lag so much. But other than that, I don't know. I've been able to follow along pretty easily. Actually, I don't feel like any of this is really that hard. Some of it is challenging, but none of it feels impossible for me.
The square root of 3 times 2, which is equal to the square root of 6, which is a legitimate output. So x
Are
equals
you
2 is-
kidding? How is that one?
Jake, I think I figured it out, and I'm gonna try. I'm gonna get
I-
all
I-
four
I-
right now.
I-
0 correct. Now I'm gonna get all
You're
of them.
fired.
Let's go, baby! First one right.
I'm so confused. Just the first one.
Yeah. No! No! Let's go, baby. Oh, are you done?
Yeah,
Wait, did you get an 100?
Yeah, I did.
Jesus Christ, he got it before me. Let's go, baby. 4. I know some people who are already on the path to just dropping classes, and you know what? I bet that it is harder for them. I made the wise decision this year to not take as many AP classes as everyone else, and because of that, I'm chilling. I have only 3 core classes, and the rest are just fun, artsy stuff.
Sun's up.
So this kind of goes off of what I was just saying, but I feel okay. Mentally, I'm fine, and I think a lot of that is because I don't have a heavy workload this year. Emotionally, I mean, sometimes I feel dead. It's but that's normal. Obviously, so maybe for me, the classes that I chose will work for online stuff, but for other people who have really hard classes that require in-person lecture and all this other stuff, and especially visual classes, virtual just isn't the way to go. And if someone is doing not so hot mentally or emotionally, I would understand why. That makes sense to me, and I wouldn't hold it against them.
I already wanna lay down.
Socially, it's kind of weird. I have a lot of friends in other schools, and because everyone's kind of doing the same thing right now, I don't feel like I'm at a different school than them. It's weird. I don't have any classes with them or anything. There's even some of my friends who I don't even have classes with, but because everyone's sort of doing the same thing right now, I don't feel there's different schools going on or whatever. It all feels, I don't know, it all feels connected in a way, and in a way it kind of is. So yeah.
All right, vibes. Okay. I'm asking, that was a question, but I guess that also could have been a statement, so I am fine with that. I'm just.
No, but other than that, it's been okay. My usual friends, I'm not really talking to every day. Sometimes I end up FaceTiming with another friend during class who doesn't even go to my school. It's kind of everywhere. It's all jumbled up together right now, and I'm not necessarily complaining. Like I don't there's no problem with it for me. But my perspective is definitely a lot different from other people's perspectives. Like, imagine if you're a new kid and like you have to like start yourself in this virtual environment. You have to try and make friends in this virtual environment. It must be tough. It must be really, really difficult. Like, I think if I was in that position, I'd end up like looking at all my classmates' names and like searching up their Instagram, and then like, I don't know, just trying to make friends that way, asking them like, what's the homework, like all that type of shit. But like, even with me saying that, I know it's probably so difficult. I don't know anyone who's like new this year, but like, shoot, if you are new, like if you are joining, if you're going into a school for the first time, and you've been put in this virtual environment, dude, props to you, man. I don't think I could do it. I think it'd be really difficult to try and make friends and stuff. It is possible. I don't want to make it sound like a bad thing. I'm just saying it's a difficult thing, but it's definitely not impossible.
Friends calling, are you
So like, Zoom is kind of special. Zoom is I mean, I gotta bring it up. Breakout rooms are, they're hit or miss. I know for most people it's just always silence, but I'm stupid, right? I like to unmute and like burp, and that's how I get a conversation going. That's how I get people comfortable. And I would say my like success rate with Zooms is probably like a 80. So who's gonna leave first? Oh my god. A lot of people tell me though, like it's been awkward, and yeah, I've experienced my fair share of awkward breakout rooms. It's mostly when like there's nothing to talk about. Like, most of the time when it's awkward for me, it's whenever I don't understand what's happening in the class. Like, I'm not paying attention. I just get put into the breakout room and I'm like, but what am I supposed to talk about? Like, I have no idea what to do. So those are the only times where it's kind of awkward. But like, I like having good interactions with like people who I don't usually talk to. I think it's so sick whenever that happens. 2 days ago in my English class, like, nobody in the breakout room knew what was happening, but we knew that we would have to share. So we all started panicking, and I started like yelling. Like, I sounded angry, but I wasn't really angry. But like, I started panicking and I was yelling. I'm like, dude, what are we supposed to do? Like, I was slamming my table. I'm like, dude, we have to figure this out right now. And like, but it was great. Like, it was a great experience. Like, I would do it again. So yeah, my breakout room experience is also probably a lot different than others. Like, I know like the way I'm making online school sound isn't that bad. I've made it work for me. It works for me, and it might not work for others, and that's completely fine.
really trying to go out?
The first week, I felt really bad for them. Like, nobody's talking. Like, whenever they call out on people, like, they gotta sit there in silence like all day. Like, I feel so bad for them, and I can see that whenever it's the end of the day, like, my teachers are usually very tired, and like, that's completely understandable. I'm tired at the end of the day. Like, everyone's tired at the end of the day, and I can't imagine being them, having to teach the same things over and over again, to multiple people, like, and just getting silence back all the time. Like, dude, that must be terrible. Like, that must be absolutely terrible. So I couldn't imagine being in their position, especially with all the flack that like teachers have been getting. Like, the public opinion of teachers has been going up and down. Like, it's going sideways now. Like, I don't even understand it. But for me personally, I feel bad for them for the most part. And I think as students, sometimes we downplay the value that teachers have in our lives. And like, dude, they're important. They're fucking important to us. And to see them kind of not be in the environment that they're used to see them just look so dead sometimes. I know that might be seen as kind of rude, but like, to see them looking dead sometimes, like, kind of makes me sad. Like, I feel bad. And like, that's why usually whenever class is about to end, like, I unmute just to tell them bye, because like, sometimes they need that shit. Like, sometimes that's the only thing that they're gonna be told that whole entire day. So say bye to your teachers. It's honestly, I recommend it. It makes you feel good. It makes them feel good. It's just I recommend it.
Don't wanna get dressed up to pretend.
What I do like is that sometimes the teachers let you early after class and you end up having these huge breaks. I think that's what I probably like the most about virtual learning is whenever the teachers let you leave early, like they just end the Zoom early, you have all that time to yourself. You could be working on other homework, you could just have your independent time. You like there's so much you can do. It ranges. Like I usually just get up and go hug my brother, come back and like maybe start some homework. And that's a system that really works for me and I really like it. And teachers are aware of this too. They're not expecting you to do their homework like once they leave the Zoom. Like they know. They're smart. They're not stupid. They know that you're gonna do that homework that's due in like 20 minutes in the next class. Like they're not stupid. And I like that. I like that they're willing to acknowledge that like sometimes we're not going to be doing what we're supposed to. Like a lot of teachers have been acknowledging that this year and I really like that. Like I really like that it feels more human and not so like it doesn't feel like a system or like a prison as some people like to call school, as I've called school before. It feels a lot more human, a lot more natural almost. A lot of people have been staying up pretty late or having to wake up super early in the morning to work on stuff. Listen, I hear you, man. Weird stuff has gone on. It's been crazy. I remember for the first like few days I couldn't get a way to have a working webcam. Like the computers were going insane. I didn't know what to do, so I ended up using a fake cam and like they bought it. But anyways, I'm gonna stop rambling. Online school weeks 1 and 2, they were all right. They were pretty good. I don't know. How was your experience? Tell me. Yeah.